Hey y'all, welcome back. So today's topic is the Trafficking Experience Part 2. Okay, so the multiple fields of sacred houses are located around the world, even in cities. Some researchers and scientists have already discovered that the abandoned houses are where they conduct human, insects, and animal production. The leads put out to different payment settlements to raise money for children in every country, knowing they're using their money to kill the children, teens, and etc. The secret is to not be publicly exposed by the media or let one who's aware of these societies get broadcasted out because of the wrong hands. There are different societies for each person. One who studies the mind, the other one who studies the body, the other one who studies the spirit, the other one who studies the soul. With each field of studying and investigating, they bring their information to different departments. The food, which works with the pharmacy that gives the stress, and the restaurants. That gives the stress and the restaurants what to label to eat. The mind, which goes towards the entertainment industry. There are different levels of media. So there's news, there's channels, there's singers, there's artists, and etc. Now the media has to deal with a lot of major backlash because there's always a constant rivalry between who is going to win, which makes this a perfect distraction to hide while they take down different biomes of your body. Side note, the trafficking has been happening for some years. Once the right reports come in from the lab, give me a second. Okay. And the underground societies, then that's the media's job is to carry them out. The media's job is to push the plans of the secret underground world. There is labs, restaurant, horses, tunnels, pipes, stocks of everything. Looks similar towards a warehouse. There's children and adults there that have went missing because they tried to escape. The big companies who support these plans are the Amnesty International and the Human Rights Watch. Another is the United Nations Human Rights Office. The other one that Google has given me and is American Civil Liberties Union. They have different varieties in each state, such as the North Carolina University. They have lawyers to justify them, priests, staffs, and teachers to train these individuals on what to do and to say. They have different people they've been experimenting on. Then they created with some of the spies that reports any suspicions or any unknown behavior. But my point is they're all working against us. They're all working to destroy all humanity. You can do research by yourself. Look how many unreported documents they're keeping from us. Look at how many world leaders have joined to ending all civilizations. This is not a joke. This is a serious matter. We must fight back and spread awareness. Okay, so okay. Y'all can't even see me for real. Okay, anyway, so specifically I'm talking about all the people that y'all call y'all president, y'all call y'all government, y'all call y'all elite staff members, and they are all gathering up organizations, right, around the world, from every nation, right, from the top scientists, from the top researchers, from the top ethical beings, from the top lawyers, from the top employees, from the top citizens. From all these people are grouping up and they're ganging. Okay, they're in every single city that you can think of. Okay, they're in every single state you could think of, and they're either reporting something, they're either investigating something, they're either tracking something, they're either making new chemicals for something, they're either doing something, but they all work for this main person, and this main person is the president. Now the president has kept this under a top-notch secret because if he exposes this, then he's going to expose a lot of other things, because if you expose this, a lot of other things are attached to this because they're all connected to one another. But they are all in every country, in every state, in every city. They're upon this land, and they are doing experimental research so they can crash out all civilization and mainly all humanity and life force as itself. Now we always talk about like the AI robots, and we talk about how the robots are going to control the planet, and we talk about how there's going to be a big bomb, or there's going to be a massive earthquake, and there's just going to shake everybody off the planet. Or we talk about how a meteor is going to come out and it's going to just start spiking up and it's just going to destroy half of the earth. Or we talk about how the sun is going to explode. But This is how they want things to end. Okay, this is how the president and the elites and the people that's in charge and the people that's Pharaoh wants things to end. They want them to end in a way where they are not going to die specifically, but they're going to crash everybody else in death. Okay, because if it's not one thing, it's always another thing. So if the first plan don't work, which is also abide by our rules and do this for the contract and post for the camera and do the trends and make and do whatever we told you to do and say whatever we tell you to say, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to crash the party. Okay, the party crasher is the people that start wars. The party crasher is the people that starts arguments. The party crasher is the people that don't really like the way that things are going, don't really like the plan that things are going, and they come in and they make a whole new plan in the midst of the party be happening. So these are the people. So I have a notes. So the main elites, and then there's the higher elites, and then there's the lower elites, and then there's the higher authority that gives money. Then is the president that gives money for separate charity causes. Then is the government foundation. Then is the entertainment industry. Then is the civil rights industry. Then is the billionaires and millionaires. Then is the food industry. Then is different companies with the different titles. So it could be the food industry, which comes with the restaurant industry, which comes with a whole bunch of other things. It's also the toy industry. It's also, yes, it's the toy industry. So you have to make sure that it's the entertainment industry, it's the toy industry, it's the faculty that creates things, it's the product industry, it's the engineering industry. It's literally so many industries that's connected to the source of trafficking and of having a public research investigation needed to be on them. Okay, they needed to be under some serious lawsuit. But of course we don't have lawyers, we don't have a judge, we don't even have a court that goes with serving justice or goes with serving a civic rights leader. We don't even have that. So this is what you're going to do, because with all this being said, I'm going to explain, I'm going to break it down, but this is what you're going to do before I forget this thought. You're going to get out of these places. Okay, now if you work in these places, if your kids go into these places, if you are a person that likes these people, you are a person that co-sign with these people, you're a person that partnerize with these people for whatever reason, for whatever the cause is, whatever the cause may be, you want to get out of this field, because this field is going to be destroyed, and they're going to destroy themselves, for one, because the actions that they're doing is only leading them downhill. Every time they plan something out, every time they calculate something, the time of something, every time they do rituals, every time they argue, they're just going to go in a deeper and deeper hill that's just going to go downwards, and it's never going to stop spiraling downwards. You're going to get out because your family is involved, your children involved, your partners involved, your friends involved. You're going to get out of these places, because these places are not for people that has a good heart. That's not for people that follow God. It's not for the people that follows the prophets. It's not for the people that follows Jesus. Literally, it's not for the people that follows Moses. It's not for the people that follow anything. Okay, so you have to get out of these civilizations before they crash down. Okay. Yes, and I say this is civilization because literally they have lawyers, they have scientists, they have doctors, they have staffs, they have employees, they have people from different nations all over around, from different cities and different cultures, and they are all participating in this trafficking. Let me tell you again, because the title is Trafficking Experiences Part 2, and this is created this is going to be created in 4 different sections. Okay, but Trafficking Experiences is going global. It's not just something that's happened to immigrational people. It's not something that's happening into just continental people in all around the world. It's happening all over. Now, we heard about the ice cream theory, which was on TikTok or Instagram, and they were saying that the ice cream people are taking and abducting children. We also heard about the white van theory, the black van theory, the Cadillac theory, right? Where the Cadillacs are picking up people and they're dropping off people in different places. Or also the theory of the white van is a white van that has absolutely no windows, comes around in the hood, comes around in the trap, comes around in the south side, the east side, the west side, and they do their little talking towards the people, towards certain people, and that because they're working with them. When they do the little talking towards the crackheads, towards the drug addicts, towards the main addicts, right? They're doing work with them. So trafficking is happening global. So if you want your family to be safe, if you want your children to be safe, if you want your people to be safe, then you need to get out of them. Tell them to get out of those places. Tell them to stop doing deals. Tell them to stop signing off different documents. Tell them to stop, because they're going to be crashing down, even, I'm talking about real soon. And it's not going to be eventually, it's not going to be one day, it's real soon. Okay, so you have to know that these people don't want the best for you. For one, they don't. You know, you work in these people, you work in these places, and you think that you serve 30 years, you serve 60 years, you throw 15 years, you throw in a whole bunch of years, but that's all. Besides the happy little moments that you have going out and, you know, traveling and drinking and smoking and whatever, you know, besides you sharing some type of relationship with the people that work there, they don't care for you, which should be in another video, but I'm going to let you know they just don't care for you, because every single person that works up in there is trying to survive just like you're trying to survive, trying to get past just like you're trying to get past. Okay, and I just have to tell you, this would be in a separate video because that's just a little gemstone. You know, you have to buckle up, because the things that's going to be exposed, the things that they're going to say out their mouth, is going to be something that you're going to have to think about for a very long time. You're going to be sitting there in a daze, like, what just happened? But before that happens, I'm telling you to remove yourself. Remove your people, remove your friends, remove all your people that, you know, that clash with them, because these people are the people that loves to endanger people. These people that love to see violence, they love to see chaos. They're like a demonic spirit. They're like a Jezebel spirit. They're a demonic spirit. They're a Leviathan spirits. It's a whole bunch of spirits. And this is way more spiritual than it is physical. But that's in a whole different, see, I'm not even trying to get on that path, but that's in a whole different video. But all these people that's coming together, that's partnerizing, that's shaking hands, that's clashing, that's clanning, I'm telling you right now, these people don't want the best for you. They don't care about no children. They care about their payout. They care about their settlements. They look in their bank account. They look in their statements. They look in their withdrawals. They be thinking about money, and that's the only thing that they love. They love the greed. They love the access. Okay, and when you stop doing that, and you go on a different route, you go on a different path for whatever reason that you're going to, which hopefully is for the best reason, you don't have to worry about things happening unexpectedly, or the punishment, or the chastisement, or the judgment, or anything else in that nature. Because think about it now, all these different celebrities, all these different people that's coming around the world, that's just spawning in North America, where do they come from? The U.S. Army is working with them. The Navy is working with them. The SEAL is working with them. I'm talking, when I say it's every single person that does really good at their job, that really exceeds in their jobs, that's really smart, that's really in investigating, that's really in a study, that's really in a frenzy, they're going to put you into a signed document. All you have to do is say yes, you want some more money. All you have to do is say yes, you want to go and travel somewhere. You have to say yes, you want some more drugs, you want some more cigarettes, you want some more this, then partnerize with us. Then do this, then do that, then we're going to help you. We're going to train you. We're going to coach you. We're going to mentor you. We're going to let you come and fully work with us. All these different people are trafficking your kids. All these different people, your best friend's friend. And if you aren't going to listen, you're not going to listen to this, I would say the best advice is don't have kids. Don't go nowhere. Just sit around acting scary, you know, sit around in a box, maybe hide in a shadow somewhere. But if I'm telling you right now that all these people, from the elites towards the president, towards the mayor, towards the government, towards the school boarding system, towards every single place, they know what to do and how to get towards your children. And how they get towards your children is because, first of all, it's about parenting skills. Not leaving your child unattended for very some hours. Yes, you might get tired of your child, you might get tired of the process, you might get tired of the pain, you might have some stuff that you're dealing with, you might done it not purposely, on accident, it's okay, but do not leave them out unattended for some hours. Because there's a nation, this American nation, is kidnapping your children and then putting it on the news, putting it on social media, putting it on different broadcasting systems, and you're panicking and you're thinking to yourself, how is this happening, or what did I do to make this even provoke? Okay, this is what's happening. They're training every single individual that's in high places and high authority, right? They're training them what to say, what to think to get on the news, what to say, what to think to get on these broadcasting systems. And all they have to do is tell you a lie. All they have to do is tell you half the truth. All they have to do is distract you. All they have to do is tell you something totally different besides your question that you asked them for, or besides the question that you're thinking. And I'm telling you right now, that's how it's not about no Jeffrey Epstein. It's not about no Simon system. It is not about none of these people. It's not about the celebrities. The celebrities is a part of this, but it's not mainly just celebrities. It's not mainly just Donald Trump. It's everybody, okay? And they all made different groups and they made different systems so they could connect towards your children, and so they could connect towards doing experiments, and they could connect towards doing research with them. They could connect towards conducting stuff with them. That's how they make up new diseases. That's how they make up new investigations, so-called fake reports. This is how they make up everything that they're making up, because they're connected to one another. When everything is connected to one another, it's like a family. So it's like, okay, this is a family. So we just pass her on, or we pass him on, or we pass them on to the next person. And I have to tell you this because I feel like it's very important. You know, some people might say, why would you be telling me this? I don't know why would you say that, but I feel like that's very detrimental towards your children, y'all's safety. I feel like that's something for all of us to know. Now, like I said, they have houses all over the hood, all over the trap, all over the south side, all over the east side, all over the west side. Everywhere y'all look, in every city, every place y'all look, turn towards left, right, east, west, north, south, they have houses, okay? And this is where they're doing all of this, because the houses connect towards the tunnels. It connects towards like an underground world. And that's what I also put in my TikTok video. I said an underground world, underground society. And now these people are training them to take them on trains, taking them on airplanes, taking them on helicopters, taking them, some people they put in a sea. Some people they dump into the lakes, into the rivers. Some people they put into different abandoned houses. So you might see a whole bunch of bodies up under wooden floors and up under cabinets and up under I'm telling you, they do different things with them depending on why and depending on how. But to be honest, I specifically don't know people's opinions, and I don't know their decision making. I don't know how they think, why they think the way they think. But I'm telling you that these people from all over these indigenous, now they first started with the indigenous people. They're first starting with the people that they can get away with, because they think that they have slaved out their lives. They took all their resources away, which is really messed up if you think about it. They bomb their houses. They take all their resources away. They start arguments with them. They tell them to come and communicate with us, and we'll give you some more food. We'll give you some more resources. We'll give you some friendly advice. And then they take all that away from them. And then they come to America, and then they're just bloodshed, and then they have to be testants for research for research purposes. They have to do all this, and they're going through a lot of BS and a lot of HE double hockey stick, because I'm not gonna say because, but they're taking the hits for us. I'm talking about us. Yeah, they're taking the hit for us, because this is what's gonna happen next to us. And not just us, because I feel like white people feel like they're always excluded out of everything. I want to exclude you too. They're going to do it to all of us. So when I say like you should go out of these industries, when I say that you should repent, when I say that you should keep an eye out on the environment that you're in, when I say that you should turn away from these faculties and away from these members and away from these employees and people, because they don't want anything good for you, because they literally obsessed with greed, obsessed with money, obsessed with things that has nothing to do with them, you should really do it. And you should not just take this advice as just something that's I'm just talking. Because also they raise money, so they're taking the money out, that your little tax money, why the things is going so high, because they need more money. They need more money. So we can make way more AI things. We can make way more robots. We can make way more systems where we can watch the children. We can watch the teens. We can watch adults. We can watch everybody. And we're going to watch them from just this big corporation. I'm going to make this house just super big. I'm going to make the White House super big. I'm going to make these big corporations that's evil super big, and they're taking all people's money. Everybody's money. Everybody, the tax is going up for everybody. Everybody's money. So your money, they're piling up and they're sitting on it. Your wealth, they're piling up and they're sitting on it. Your coins, your spare change, they're piling up and they're sitting on it, because that's where they're going to make big buildings, tall skyscrapers. The White House won't even be the White House after they finish demolishing all the bad stuff to it, all the old stuff to it. It's going to look brand new. Then they're going to have big buildings, big skyscrapers, big crystal clear, big windows that's going to just be so silky and just have everything that they want. And guess who's going to be poor? So, with that being said, because I have to go because my battery's finna die, that's the only reason why I'm going. I will be back to break it down, because of course I said they do different experiments with the spirit, the mind, the soul, and the body. Now, how do they do different experiments with the mind, body, soul? They have different companies. Okay? What do you think artificial intelligence comes from? Comes from a human. What do you think analyzing our DNA comes from? It comes from a human. What do you think being a part of different cultures, different religions comes from a human. So this is all because, right? This is all happening because they want to be the new pharaohs. And they're not going to stop until they have this succeeded their plan, or at least a little bit started their plan. So, as I will always say, good morning, good evening, and good night. And I'll be back with part 2, part 3, because trafficking experiences is not basic. It's not something that just could be explained in one video. It has parts and sections to it. And as always, good morning, good evening, and good night. See y'all.